Hey guys, what's going on? It's Tico here with my pretty last or second to final video I will be doing on Calibur 5 of actual character creation formula. So this character creation video is actually, since I've been doing like Marvel characters now, since I kind of got into the habit of this, I guess for the last few days. This is the character creation for Thor, and the Thor you are seeing right now is the Thor from the new Marvel's The Avengers movie. So actually this Thor was actually not that difficult to do. It's actually kind of simple. I guess even the hardest part was just trying to match the color scheme, which is actually not even that difficult. He doesn't got that many color schemes. It's kind of like the previous Spawn character creation I showed. You know, he's just kind of like black, red, and white, and that's pretty much all there is to it. You know, he's gotta gotta give him a rugged look on his face for it to match the I guess the one from the movie, because he always has a rugged look on his face. The yellow, I guess the blonde on his hair is not supposed to be that blonde. It's supposed to be like a dirty blonde, so I made it that way here. The only thing I had an issue with was doing the pants. I couldn't decide exactly what kind of pants I wanted to put on him or what kind of shoes, because his boots are, I couldn't find any boots that kind of like look identical to his, and the pants, for some reason I didn't want to make them glossy. Like the ones you see in the picture, they're kind of glossy, but they're not over glossy. In this game there is like a glossy type of pants, but it's like glossy to the point where pretty much anything else around the room or around the area where the character is standing, it's gonna like shine off it, so it's gonna reflect off it. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. So it's not that good. It's not that I didn't want it to be that glossy. I was not sure whether to put the chainmail underneath his armor. As you can see his chainmail on his upper arms, you know, and he had that chainmail area. I guess whenever in the movie, whenever he actually got the power Mjolnir, whatever I don't know the name of that hammer thingy, Mjolnir or whatever you call it, but I cannot remember the name. I cannot spell it. I know it's spelled like M-J-O-N-I-R. I think that's what how it's spelled. But yeah, he picks up the hammer, and you see the chainmail, all that armor just come off across his shoulders or something, across his shoulders and upper arms, and then you see the cape, and then you see him getting all beastly and going on to fight the final fight along with the Hulk, and the Hulk just punches him out of nowhere. That part was really funny in that movie. But anyways, this is not talking about the movie. So at 3 minutes, this video is actually going to switch to a different Thor, and the other Thor is actually the one that actually resembles the animated Thor. The animated Thor is the original Thor that Marvel used to show in different like cartoons and such, and that Thor is the one that actually has like more different color schemes. He has like yellow, he has blue, he has red, he has like a bunch of colors. I guess we'll actually see. And he actually has the helmet. I actually made a helmet identical to the one he wears, and that was actually, while I was making the helmet, something that looks as identical as you can make it to the actual helmet that he wears, I was actually wondering why they did not add DLC to this game that actually had Thor's helmet. And there we go, you see him swinging around his hammer, and here we go. So I made a Thor that looked identical to the one from Hulk versus Thor. That's the one I used for my blueprint of this character creation. So I made it as close as possible as I could. I couldn't really tell how to make his boots, because I guess they don't really they don't really focus much on his boots whenever they're actually doing the animation, so I couldn't really get a good look at them. So I guess it's just kind of like a B pattern, pretty much like yellow and black, so I went with that. The pants are supposed to be some light blue. Shoulder pads, they're not supposed to be yellow, but you really couldn't do much about that, so I made it yellow, you know, to match the rest of the yellow that's there. The belt itself has way too much saturation in the game. I couldn't make it less saturated, so I kind of had to make it like a faded out yellow compared to the rest. Otherwise it would have been really bright compared to the rest of the armor, so I didn't want that to stand out that much. The helmet looks kind of big on him, but that is kind of like the smallest helmet part you can actually find, and then you can decrease or increase the size of the wings that I put on them as much as you want. The helmet is a Viking helmet, and the wings, they're just feathers or something. Those you can actually manipulate the size that you want on them. The cape and everything else is almost identical. The little part where you got the circles on his chest, on his armor, the white circles, I actually had to increase the size a little bit and move them up a little bit. That way they would actually rest on top of the belt, because naturally, like originally where they were in the other character creation, in the other formula, they were actually a little bit lower. So these ones are actually a little bit higher, all the way up to the chain, the necklace that's hanging from his armor. So, you know, this Thor actually looks more original to the actual cartoon one. So I guess for Marvel fans, this one is gonna look a lot better. You know, this one's gonna actually be the one of choice for them to pick if they ever played something like this or decide to make their own in a future character creation game or something, you know. Maybe they'll make some Calibur 6, somebody can create this. But anyways, that's all for this video, all the commentary I got. So if you want, you can keep watching and see the rest of the creation, all the little choosing and all the little options and all the little stickers and colors I chose. So anyways, thank you for watching, and I guess I will just catch you guys on the next video, which will be my last character creation formula for Soul Calibur 5. Adios.